After being in my management consulting role for a year, I applied for a job back in the banking sector. I was called for an interview. The job offer was made. Benefits were fantastic. Senior role, and also being placed into those leadership positions going forward. But I didn't stay there long, mind you. It didn't satisfy me because once more I was not specific in my manifestation. And remember, this is unconscious manifestation. So I'm not consciously manifesting anything. I'm not affirming. I'm not meditating. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just in my mind thinking, this is what I want. These are the steps that I need to take to get there. And then I do. Honestly, it wasn't what I wanted. So I left that opportunity and I entered into another opportunity that was not even banking related, it was IT related. And in that opportunity, I also stayed for less than a year. It was not what I wanted. I never even imagined working in that sector. It was not ideal. I was used to something specific. So while I was used to something specific, I also started thinking, what is my next move? I don't want to go back to environments that I know. I applied for a job with a bank I had never even heard of. And I got the job. It was a very small bank. Everything was very intimate. And when I say small and intimate, I mean the IT department all fit on like a quarter of an entire floor, and that's the IT that supports this entire bank. But it was a good environment, good in the sense that even the CIO knew me, and he would come to my desk and say, bring your pen and paper, walk with me. And we would go to the different business units where he needed me to do work, introduce me to the people and tell them this is what she's going to do for you. She's going to start setting up meetings, and this is what I want the outcomes to be. So that's how intimate that environment was. And just having someone in leadership pulling me in all these different directions and opening doors for me was amazing. That coupled with my management consulting experience was a recipe for success. There was no way I could fail. I enjoyed that job so much. But then one of the larger banks merged with the smaller bank. And we know when large corporations take over smaller corporations, there's normally a duplication of roles and everyone is sitting in that uncertainty. And since I don't have the type of personality that waits for things to happen, but that makes them happen instead, I went ahead and spoke to one of my colleagues. And I took her into my confidence and I told her that, hey, I think I want to go back to management consulting. I just can't wait for them to decide whether I still have a job or not. Even they don't know whether we will still have jobs after the merger. And lo and behold, this wonderful colleague of mine, I'll never forget her, had a friend who owned a management consulting firm. And this colleague of mine asked for my CV, sent it through to her friend, and her friend came to the same office park where we worked. We went to a coffee shop and had a mini interview, and she also like immediately offered me the position. It was amazing, and it was good. I knew that I wanted to go into management consulting. I wasn't specific in terms of industry, and this opportunity took me into the public sector, which was amazing. Now imagine you go there with your management consulting experience and your banking experience and your IT experience, and you work with civil engineers, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, top level project managers, And you and them together, you are moving mountains. You are changing and re-engineering processes. You are tracking very expensive assets in using the most wonderful technology I have seen. So I had an amazing time for the year that I spent with that company. And then my contract came to an end. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. And below, let me know which country you are tuning in from. And we will let you know when additional content becomes available. As always, happy manifesting.